Systems on and oh no. Oh god, no. God, please, no. 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 Yep. Another one of these fucking Saudi shows, man. They always disrupt the flow of everything, and yet WWE have never, I repeat, never tried to adapt to any of this proper, even though they know they're stuck in this mess. They can't even be bothered to adapt the pay-per-views to this shit currently, and it pisses me off. It's like everything halts for the Saudi prince's personal sandbox of hell. It's hell for the rest of us, not for him. If you're keeping track, by the way, in the chronology list of WWE in Saudi Arabia, this is number 12, aka Big Bad One. And it's certainly gonna be a big bad one if you know who shows up. Even allegedly, if he's not rumored.
He's not. He's not. He's not.
I can't trust any of it, man. You can't.
PW Insider said. PW Insider said he's not gonna show up.
Yeah, but that's what the dirt sheets want you to think. That's what they want you to think so they can throw you off. And then they strike you when you least expect it, you know. But if they're that. But. I. I. I don't know right now. I'm just over these shows. And it seems like there's another dumb addition to this sandbox of shit. But we'll get to that soon enough off the bat. And Coffee Lover 239, that voice telling everything was our resident John Moxley Stan Steven.
What up, everyone? Before we get this started, I just want to wish three people good luck on the future endeavors from W. One, Baron Corbin.
Yes.
Two, Indeed Hartwell. And three, Tina Knox.
Yes, I heard the news about that. I can't believe they just decided to drop it on us like that. Crazies. And with us is the biggest Walking Dead fan I know aside from me, at least for the Telltale side, Epic Man.
Oh, I guess.
That's what I should have remembered. But yeah, and I'll just read Jesse's predictions like I always do. Look at this. And after this, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more of these. 8 more of these after this. Like, we have 2 more in 2025. And then 2 more in 2026, 2 more in 2027. Then the final 2 come in 2028. Pretty much 10 years after this whole bullshit started. Alright, no more time.
Oh yeah, 5 years ago today, the first. Oh my god, don't remind me. The first ever Saudi Arabia show. Oh my god,
no. That was 2018. Remember?
Wait, that was 20.
Yeah, the Greatest Royal Rumble was the first.
Oh, okay, never mind then. Okay.
Let's see, and yeah. Okay, let's not waste any more time then. Let's just get this shit over with. Here we go. It's the first problem in this madness. We have a singles match for the inaugural Crown Jewel Championship, which pits Raw's World Heavyweight Champion of Walter against SmackDown's undisputed WWE Champion Cody Rhodes. What the hell even is the Crown Jewel Championship, you ask? Well, during Bad Blood, WWE Chief Content Officer Paul Triple H Levesque announced that at Crown Jewel, the reigning men and women's world champions of Raw and SmackDown would face each other, but their respective titles would not be defended, and instead the respective winners would be crowned the Crown Jewel Champion and Women's Crown Jewel Champion, and that this would be an annual match for Crown Jewel. And so, well, Cody Rhodes, because he did not have a title defense at Bad Blood, he was automatically entered into the men's match, and his opponent determined by Raw's World Heavyweight Champion on the match on the October 7th episode of Raw, where Gunther Schwalter retained, and it set this match up. So yeah, this is basically like repeating the whole Survivor Series champion versus champion shit. And there's another championship that's only going to be there for Saudi Arabia, kind of like the first one here. Kind of like the first Greatest Royal Rumble where they had friggin' Braun Strowman and that godforsaken belt that they've never addressed ever again, might I add. So I don't know. Jesse described this as a banger match, but nobody's really gonna care. Kind of like the current state of AEW right now, but I digress. I mean, it feels like we're just wasting this match now when we know that this match down the line could have actually meant something more with an actual build, as opposed to just shoehorning these two in here and making this a champion versus champion match and a makeshift, here you go, pat on the back for being the best champion of whatever brand, but shit, I don't know. Like I said, Jesse, I think, summed it up best. Banger match, but nobody's gonna care. So, at least for story, because you know how much he loves story. All right, Dean, who you got? Diener,
Yeah, what's up?
I asked you who you got.
Uh, so I'm just so much on my
All right, it's Cody, and well, in your case, I don't
mind.
know.
Gunther. Walter there.
Walterish,
Okay, Walter.
Guntherish Walter, whatever. I'll keep his bid alive, even if he's not here. Okay, and then Epic.
I have a feeling Kevin Owens may have a factor in the match and cost Cody. It seems kind of, it seems
Okay.
kind of abandoning, but he cost Cody the match
Oh,
and
Kevin
and
Owens
this
cost him
Walter.
the match, and I see where you're going at with that.
So yeah, I go with Guntherish Walter.
Funny enough, Jesse actually said Cody, but instead, yes, I'm gonna say his name once. No, we may not say it here because they the bit, because I just wanted to stay dead, because unless he actually does show up in this event, but if it is true what Dean said and the sheets are actually honest and he doesn't show up, Jesse says Cody, but rather Oldberg. I can't even say the name proper. Yeah, interferes for Cody to win for some unbridled reason. Me, I'm going to go with Cody, but I'm going to say no interference. Absolutely zero interference. We do not need interference here. There's not even a story here. And no, that little tease at Bad Blood does not count. Thank you, Dean, for keeping your composure. Let's go to the next match. Oh, hey, it's the ladies' turn now. Liv Morgan, the Raw Women's World Champion, versus SmackDown's WWE Women's Champion, Nia Jax, for the Women's Crown Jewel Championship. So, yeah, the women get the same thing as the men, and because Liv Morgan and Nia Jax retained their respective titles at Bad Blood, Raw's Women's World Champion and SmackDown's Women's World Championship, the stage is set for here. So take what I said about the previous match, switch it out with the women here, and you get the idea. Although all Tiffy time has yet to cash in, so that may be an X factor in this when all is said and done. But I don't know, really. I feel like they're just teasing and teasing and teasing and teasing. You know who else teased and teases and teases for so long without getting to the point? Tony Khan. And look at what happened with that. We never got the fucking payoff for Luchasaurus turning on Christian Cage because Luchasaurus got sick with pneumonia and we're still sending him our well wishes. We haven't forgotten. And unfortunately, I'm very much afraid that if he never wrestles again, that whole thing is dead in the water. So thanks, Tony. Oh, I'm sorry. We're talking about a WWE show. Sorry, I still have these frustrations now. But yeah, I mean, Tiffy could cash in. I don't know. She could just tease it. She's being pressured by Nia Jax to cash in on Liv Morgan, which would be her chance here. Or she could actually turn on Nia because teaming her with Nia never made any fucking sense. I'd rather give them their own break instead of tearing them up with someone much like Shayna Baszler and oh shit! Wait. Who did she originally? Oh yeah, Nia Jax. Man, there's a certain X factor in this, you know. Another one. I digress. Diener, who you got? Oh, Diener. I called your name, Dean.
I got Naya.
Of course you do. As for you, Epic?
I already don't like either of these women, and there's obviously going to be a lot of. It's obviously going to be an overbooked match with a bunch of interferences between Raquel and Tiffy.
Oh, that's right.
And but
Raquel is there as well now in all of this. That's right.
and I don't know. I think I'll go Liv. I think.
All right, Jesse says Liv Morgan, and that Tiffy will tease a cash in for both women. As for me, fuck it, I can't care. I'm just gonna go with Liv Morgan. I really don't give a damn about these matches. So let's get to the actual matches that have reasons. Starting with Seth Rollins versus Bronson Reed. So, on the August 5th episode of Raw, Bronson Reed brutally attacks Seth Rollins with 6 tsunamis. Rollins sustained internal bruising and cracked ribs in kayfabe and was ruled out of action for an undetermined amount of time. But he made a surprise return on the September 30th episode of Raw and cost Reed a last monster standing match against Braun Strowman. And after several subsequent altercations between Rollins and Reed, a match between the two was scheduled for Crown Jewel. They've absolutely made Bronson Reed look like a beast right now. Like, just the way he destroyed Seth Rollins.
Yeah, I'm loving that.
Like, seriously, who would have ever predicted that? And I think this whole thing that they've done for him has actually helped, even if it seems like he's had yet to move up into a title picture. But hey, we've got to get some proper establishing, and it's a start. And this match could be a very much a key turning point for him. I feel like this is just biding time for Seth Rollins until he's ready to move on into the
Damn.
next match. Like, because we're still eager for that CM Punk feud, but after what happened at Bad Blood, well,
It scared me for a minute when Punk came out. I thought he said he's announcing his retirement.
poor Phil, poor Phil.
Scared the crap out of him,
He gets beat to hell on a frequent basis still.
and
And
he was right. He had zero cell matches left.
And that, yeah, anyways, so this could be a turning point for Bronson Reed. I feel like Seth Rollins is just biding his time here until he can get into his next proper feud. We're still ways away, it feels like, but yeah. So, Dean, who you got?
So this one's a little bit tricky, right? This one's I know. I thought this would be easy at first, but I want to know who would win, especially the heading to Survivor Series in the mix, right? That'll be the next pay per view, of course, if anyone doesn't know that. But I got. Oh wait, wait, no. Drew McIntyre's supposed to be back soon too, but shoot, I gotta go with Bronson Reed
Wow, must have been a tough one, huh? Alright, what about you,
because
Epic?
Punk might be feeling sad, so I
Well,
don't know.
that's what I was anticipating, but yeah. What about you, Epic?
Braun Breaker.
You mean
I
Bronson?
mean, I mean, Bronson Reed. Sorry,
Come
so many
on, Freudian slip.
Sorry, my bad. So many
Whatever.
Brons.
Jesse says Bronson Reed is by countout, wins by countout, but I'm gonna say Bronson Reed, but no countout here. Just a normal, plain ass victory. Yeah, next. It's Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens. After Bad Blood went off the air, fans captured video footage of Kevin Owens attacking Randy Orton as he was entering his bus, presumably for teaming with Roman Reigns at Bad Blood, both of whom had a long, heated rivalry with Reigns and his original Bloodline faction over the last few years, turning Owens heel for the first time since 2022. Randy Orton, a mutual friend of both Owens and Rhodes, who is also Orton's legacy teammate, attempted to keep the peace, but Owens attacked Orton in the parking lot during the October 11th episode of SmackDown, believing Orton chose Rhodes over him. Orton requested a match with Owens, but was denied by SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis, who said the decision to not allow the match came from higher-ups. But Orton subsequently confronted WWE CCO Triple H during the October 25th episode, who in turn scheduled a match between Orton and Owens at Crown Jewel. So we're starting to see KO turn heel again. I mean, it's interesting, to see this. Personally speaking, do think heel KO probably is the better of the two between heel and face. And you have Randy Orton kind of stuck in the middle of this because Cody's got other business on the same night. So I don't know. This is a real tricky one. It could go either way. Kevin Owens has to gain more by moving up should he get the heel thing down and get the win over Orton. But also, Orton could really further prove his point to go after Cody. And we have that elusive feud that we've been craving for a while. But I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we could still find a way to get both. Dean, what do you got?
Uh, KO.
All right. And Epic?
I'm gonna go KO.
All right. Jesse says Randy Orton. But personally speaking, I think KO should get the better benefit here and would probably benefit more from a win compared to Randy. So I'm going to go with Kevin Owens for that reason. Next. LA Knight versus Andrade versus Carmelo Hayes. Oh, excuse me. LA Knight. Yeah. There's a triple threat match for the U.S. Championship. Since July, Andrade and Carmelo Hayes have been feuding with each other, in which both men secured 3 victories each in a best-of-7 series. During that time, LA Knight defended the U.S. Championship against both Andrade and Hayes on September 20th and October 11th episodes of SmackDown, respectively. A 7th match, dubbed Game 7, between the two was scheduled for the October 25th episode, and the winner would earn a future title match against Knight, who served as a special guest referee. But it ended in a no contest after Knight attacked both men. So Nick Aldis then scheduled Knight to defend the title against both Andrade and Hayes in a triple threat match at Crown Jewel. Is it just me, or does it feel like LA Knight has been in the background ever since he won the title? I don't know.
Yeah,
I
he's
mean, at
not
least
as
they're
hot
doing.
as he.
At least the U.S. title is on pay per view, so that's a plus. I'm
Yeah,
happy.
the problem is also Andrade and Carmelo are getting shoehorned into this thing. I guess it makes sense that you would have something big at stakes for the tiebreaker, but at the same time, the way it's gone, it's like shit. Sometimes a triple threat works, but I don't know if it's really necessary in
So
this
wait.
instance.
So before we continue this, I just saw this. Triple H responded by saying, "Yes, WrestleMania's in Las Vegas, Nevada. The crown was Saudi Arabia
Oh, I
gets
saw that.
WrestleMania."
I saw that clip.
Oh, God,
Yeah,
no.
that's the last thing we fucking want. Is
No.
WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia.
No, God, please, no. Anything but that. And anything but that. Just no.
They should do WrestleMania in England before they even consider doing it in Saudi
For
Arabia.
real.
Yeah, but you know the Saudis would
Hey, who was
shell
the one
out.
that wanted the who wanted the WrestleMania in London? Someone mentioned it. Who
What
was
didn't
the one
John
that?
Cena start with the whole teasing of the
Oh
thing?
yeah,
Yeah,
it was him.
Remember that little promo he had at one of the shows? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
it
here,
was
I
Man
don't
in the
know. It
Bank.
feels like LA Knight's being shoehorned into this. And I feel like they should put a bigger emphasis on him. But maybe if he moves up here, yeah, maybe then. But as of now, I don't see that happening. So, Diener,
Ellen Knight to retain, but would love to see Melo in the future get a champion. Same with Andrade.
and what about you, Epic?
LA Knight. Yeah.
Well, Jesse's saying LA Knight, so am I. Means everybody's saying LA Knight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next. Oh, what the hell is this? A fatal four-way tag team match for the women's tag team championship. We need to let this championship die. Hey, before I even get into anything here, hey, do not mimic Dean. I get enough of that from Jesse with some of this other stuff here. And can I just say, by the way, this women's tag team thing is just not even. I'm not feeling this. Genuinely, what I actually.
I wish we get tag team matches, like or tag team championship matches back on pay-per-views instead of just regular shows, like the men's tag team
I don't know
championship
what the
matches.
hell's going on with that. I wish they would have.
Wait, when's the last time? When's the last time the tag team champion was defended on pay per view? Mania? Was it Mania?
I feel like it was
Yeah.
Mania.
Yes, it was WrestleMania
Damn.
40.
And we don't even have like a women's mid-card title, which would be more beneficial than tag titles at this rate. Have plain tag matches or whatever, but this, Look at
No,
this
I need to use the
shit.
bathroom. I'll be back.
I'll run this down then. Look at this shit. Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair, the buff baddies, versus Damage Control, Kairi Sane and Neo Sky, Metaphor, Lash Legend, and Jakara Jackson. I mean Trash Legend. And
So
then
are they on the main roster now? I'm guessing.
I think so, yeah. Versus Chelsea Green. I had to do it at
Unfortunately,
least
there's no more
once
of
just
that.
for Sam Irvin, you know. Why did you give
She
it?
will be missed.
Yes, that's why we gave it one last one for old time's sake. Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. So, after weeks of women's tag teams interfering in each other's matches, oh, never mind, the Metaphor are not on the main roster. Or are they? No, they're on SmackDown. Shit, I guess they did. Okay, let me reread this. So, after weeks of interfering with women's tag matches, teams interfering in each other's matches across all three brands to try and make a claim at the women's tag team belts, as the title is defended across all three brands, the general managers of all three brands, Adam Pearce, Nick Aldis, and Ava, met during the October 25th episode of SmackDown and agreed that the Buff Baddies would defend the title at Crown Jewel in a fatal four-way match against Damage Control from Raw, Chelsea Green and Piper Niven from SmackDown, and the Metaphor from NXT. Wait, but they're technically part of the SmackDown? I don't get it. I mean, this is what it is, you know. Hold on. Let's just. Diener, are you back from the bathroom? Boy, you must really have to take a shit,
Can I go?
Alright, Epic, you can go.
Bianca and Jade.
Well, Jesse actually went with Damage Control on this one. This
Okay.
match is a nothing burger right here, even though it's stacked to the brim with.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Okay, alright, Dean, who you got for the Women's Tag Team Championship match?
Jade and Bianca.
Okay, now I can give my thoughts proper. See, even though this match is filled with all sorts of booty, it still feels like a nothing burger. I don't know, I'm just not invested in the women's tag team side of things, like I said, so it is what it is, I guess. So, with that, I'm just gonna go with Jake Cargill and Bianca Belair. And we come to the last one at last. It is Roman Reigns and the Usos, Jimmy and Jay, versus the Bloodline. Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, and Tama Tonga. After losing the undisputed WWE Universal Championship to Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania XL in April, Roman Reigns took an indefinite hiatus while Solo Sikoa took over the Bloodline, claiming himself to be the tribal chief and kicking out Jimmy Uso and Paul Heyman from the group, while adding the Tongans, Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu. At SummerSlam in August, Sikoa challenged Rhodes for the championship, during which the Bloodline attempted to interfere. This was a Bloodline rules match after all, prompting Reigns to return and cost Sikoa the match. Reigns and Rhodes then reluctantly agreed to team up to face Sikoa and Fatu at Bad Blood, which saw the return of Jimmy, who helped Reigns and Rhodes win. On the following SmackDown, Jimmy told Reigns they needed help against Sikoa's Bloodline, insinuating to bring back Jimmy's brother, Jey Uso, who had left the group on his terms over a year ago and was moved over to Raw. Yeet. But Roman Reigns was against the idea. No yeet. Jimmy then appeared on Raw to attempt to make amends himself, but Jay declined. No yeet again. Sikoa and his bloodline wanted to recruit Jay, but they caused Jay to lose his IC title to Braun Breaker on the October 21st episode of Raw, and Jay in turn caused the Tongans to lose their WWE Tag Team Championship to the Motor Machine Guns on the October 25th episode of SmackDown. Yeet! Later, Jimmy and Jay embraced, reuniting the Usos while Reigns just watched. And on the October 28th episode of Raw, Jay agreed to appear at that week's SmackDown to make amends with Reigns, and later it was announced that Reigns and the Usos would face the Bloodline in a six-man tag team match at Crown Jewel. So, the band has been reunited once again. And with that, now we can let the seeds sow for family warfare. Well, mostly family warfare, I say, because really, the Tongans aren't exactly related to the Samoan ordeal here. They're Tongan, so they have like their own separate family tree away from the Anawai family. It's complicated here. I'm sure there might be more to it, but I don't know really. And ultimately, still, I mean, this is going to be exciting. This is probably the match, I think. Despite being a six-man schmoz, there's still a story going into it. And you know this isn't going to be the last time these guys fight. Because you know War Games is on the horizon.
Mhm.
So you know it's coming eventually. But alas, yeah. So, Diener?
I got to go with the bloodline. When I mean bloodline, I mean the OG bloodline.
The true bloodline. Roman and your Usos. And Epic?
I think that the new bloodline is gonna win because it's not. I don't feel like it's gonna end because I feel like it has to have a reason for it to carry on to War Games.
That's right, that's right. And so Jesse also is going with Solo's bloodline. Meanwhile, the OG one gets attacked after the match, and Sammy comes out to save them, but then leaves the ring and walks away like he didn't want to help, but he did. I'm going to go with Solo's bloodline on this one, just because I think what will happen if that actually does play out, like Jesse mentioned, then what will happen is that we'll have Sammy as the fourth man on for War Games, and the Tongaloa would be the fourth. You have your 4v4 War Games right there. There's your match right there. Bada bing, bada bang, bada boom. So I'm going to go with Solo's bloodline. Oh, and don't forget as well, there's still Paul Heyman who has yet to make his return, so I guarantee you that's going to be worth it. Oh, hold on. Where's the thing?
And also, Hikulelu could you could also get some from Hikulelu.
Oh, God,
Hikulelu.
that's what we need more. Not. And if Hikuleo does, then who's going to be the fifth man for the
When that
bloodline?
would feel Usi. We need some Usi in here. If you get what I'm doing.
No, but the four for the match would be the Usos, Roman, and Sammy. And if
Yeah,
you were to get Hikuleo as the fifth for Solo's bloodline, who would be the fifth then for the original bloodline?
The final
maybe
boss.
No, don't you dare.
Maybe
Dean, you were doing...
Hikuleu.
Hmm?
Maybe Hikuleu is on the OG bloodline,
But
and then
then
we get the final boss for the
for the Solos bloodline.
yeah.
That might
Yes.
make sense. I don't know. The possibilities are endless with this. But alas, we're going to have to wait because War Games is not going to be for another 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks from tomorrow. So we'll see you on Black Friday of this year, and we'll do that then. In the meantime, the next thing on the docket should be AEW Full Gear. Yep. Which will be in 3 weeks. So we'll see you then. And with that, take care of yourselves and each other. Thanks for watching. Good night, everybody. You'll see